Good morning, everybody. Jim Feist, and I'm glad to welcome back Hank Goldberg. Hank, Happy New Year. I'm glad you're feeling well. We talked about that. We're staying away from the virus. We're both, knock on wood, to stay away from it until it's all gone and we get our shots. And the football season's winding down. We got 6 big games this week.
Yep. It's a couple of teams that I don't think should even be in there. One of them is the hold on a second, Washington. Washington wouldn't be in there if it wasn't what happened with Philadelphia if they hadn't thrown in the foul.
Yeah,
And I think Washington, going into face Tampa Bay is in for a tough game. I know they're getting a lot of points, but and their quarterback's skimpy. And that doesn't help him any. I don't see how he can move around at all and get any strength on his right leg the way he is right now.
Yeah, he did not look good. And Tampa Bay has been coming on, and Brady, of course, has tremendous experience in playoffs, that's for sure. Nobody has more than that guy does.
They didn't point out anything on the telecast at first until somebody must have mentioned it during a timeout. Because the real key to the whole thing was that when they refused to go for the field goal, they were still in the game. And if it wasn't for the fact that the Giants had won, if the Giants had lost, Philadelphia would have been playing for something. If they were playing for something, there's no way that he goes for it on 4th and 5. He would have taken the field goal.
Correct.
He did that before he put Self-Tell in. So it was obvious at that point they weren't playing to win. And the announcers didn't point that out. Collinsworth started talking about analytics, and Al said, what about analytics? I mean, they go for the tie in that situation. Who cares about the analytics? So, but they threw the game. It was obvious.
Yeah, and I think that we marked that one on a calendar when the Giants get to play Philadelphia next year. There's going to be a pretty big revenge factor there.
Well, we'll see who's coaching Philadelphia then.
Yeah, he still has a job, right?
He does today, yes. I don't think he'll be there next year. So nobody wants to play for him on that team right now. He can't last. He can't stay. There's no way.
Oh.
And I don't know who's going to be the quarterback there.
But
whoever it is, they're not going to want to play for him. He's going to be gone. Trust me.
Well, I believe you. What are the Rams going to do this week? What's the status of Goff?
They're saying that the quarterback Goff practiced yesterday and he was throwing the ball decently. I don't like the Rams at all in this game. I like them. Actually, I do like the Rams. If Woodford plays, I like him better. But I don't like him with Goff, although he plays better on the road. But I don't know how he can play with a damaged thumb. And I think the coach is playing games with Seattle. But I don't like Seattle. I don't like the way Russell Wilson's playing. Jamal Adams is out. Russell Wilson didn't do anything until the 4th quarter last week. He is not himself. There's something wrong with that guy right now. I don't know if everything went to his head or what. But his last few games, he has not played well. They don't cover. And I think the Rams will be ready for this game. Their defense, their secondary is excellent. Russell's going to throw interceptions against that secondary. Troy Hill and Ramsey are going to shut their passing game down. And if they do that, Seattle's toast.
Well, I was going to ask you specifically, what the hell is wrong with Russell Wilson? He was like a dynamo early in the year, and lately he's throwing for less than 300 or 200 yards a game, and he doesn't look good at all.
No, there's something wrong with him. Maybe something's in his head. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he came through in the fourth quarter yesterday, threw 2 touchdown passes that helped them win the game.
Well, he's very talented, but he's certainly not the guy he was. You know, it's...
No, that's what I said.
Yeah. Anything on Sunday that looks out of line to you?
Well, I think before we leave Saturday, I think the Buffalo-Indianapolis game could be a good, close one. Particularly if Taylor can continue his performance running the ball, keep the ball away from Buffalo. Although Buffalo right now is the glamour team. And they're certainly getting bet. They're the second choice right now, I think, to win the Super Bowl. So, and I think they're the one team that has a chance against Kansas City. Although Kansas City's not playing this week, I don't like the way he's playing either. Something's wrong with him. They're not right. Their offense is not right. And Mahomes is not himself. That's another one I wonder about. I think I think Baltimore right now, their running game is so superior. Last week they ran for over 400 yards.
Whoa.
Tennessee's run defense is no good. I don't think they can stop them. Tennessee, I know, has been rough on them the last couple of times they played, but the Tennessee defense isn't what it used to be. And if it's in Tannehill's hands, excuse me, I don't like it.
Well,
and Chicago's another team that shouldn't be here. They wouldn't be in here. Excuse me. If certain things had broken a certain way. Although Montgomery's playing well, but I don't think Trubisky can go and beat New Orleans' defense is too good.
New Orleans is a very solid team, and they seem to be in better shape right now, health-wise, than they have most of the year.
Yeah. And I think Pittsburgh, everybody's overlooking them. You can get 100 to 1. You can get 30 to 1 on Pittsburgh to win it all. It's an outrageous price.
It is.
The reason they're that is, of course, assuming they get by Cleveland. And Cleveland's playing without their coach and about 8 guys this week. So Pittsburgh should coast. Number went up to 6. And it's going to go higher. I'll bet now if you want Pittsburgh. But if they get by then, they're going to have to go to Buffalo and then go to Kansas City. That's why there's such a high price.
Yeah,
But remember, not so long ago, they were 11-0, and people were talking about them going undefeated.
That's right, they were. And the Jets weren't going to win any games, and Pittsburgh wasn't going to lose any games.
Yeah, well, the Jets coach did get fired anyway.
Yeah, and that was a good move. Any surprises? Who you might think is going to get hired in some of these spots?
Oh, I don't know. I think the San Francisco defensive coach is high on everybody's list. But I don't see it. I'm not really up to all that stuff.
Well, it's going to be interesting, but it's been an interesting year, a COVID year with all the things that we had to deal with. And
I think Urban Meyer might take the Jacksonville job.
Really?
Yeah. It's an attractive job because of all the draft picks they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Urban likes Florida. And he has a history there. It's a place where I think they've got so many draft picks, I think they could turn it around quickly there.
They definitely could. I like the the Chargers spot because, I mean, they have, if they get the right coach, they could turn things around, although they're not known for putting a lot of dollars out there, but with Herbert, and they have a good defense. I mean, they got a lot of talent on that team. Didn't get there this year, but the
dollars aren't a problem. Dollars aren't a problem for them, but they don't have a stadium. This year they go into a stadium where they can draw some people, and they haven't been able to do that in the stadium deal that they had. and they didn't get the best of deals from the league when they moved. But Spanos has money, and he's not afraid to spend it if he wants to win. He was ready to put up the money in San Diego, and the government there wouldn't go along with him.
Well, they have the talent on that team to do something in the future, but we got to focus on this year.
Remember, they had all their defensive guys. They had 4 key defensive guys who were hurt the second half of the season.
They definitely did not run lucky on the health issue, that's for sure. Well, it should be great, and then we got the Ohio State-Alabama game, which is coming up on Monday. Any thoughts on that?
I like Ohio State. I love that quarterback. Their defense is good, and I think they're going to give Alabama a game.
I agree. I think they will. Well, Hank, we haven't talked much lately, but I'm glad you're doing well, staying healthy.
Yeah, I'm doing great on college basketball. I'm really been following that. Big Ten's been good. Kansas is a very good team. And Ohio State in basketball is pretty good. The Eastern games have been fun to watch. College basketball season so far, they've had a lot of cancellations, so it's been hard to keep up with when certain games are being played, but it's good action.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent. It is good action. You're right. Well, good talking to you again, Hank.
By the way,
yes.
Keep playing Brooklyn in the NBA. They played Utah the night before last, and the game was like a short price, and they won by over 20 points against Utah. They're on fire.
Now tonight they're a 1.5 point underdog at home against Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, that's a tough game for them because they've been playing a lot lately, and Philadelphia is well coached, and they're pretty good. That'll be a good game to watch.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and good luck.
All the best to you. I hope this becomes a better year for you and for all of us.
I agree. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and same to you. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Be well.
Okay, everybody, go to jimfeist.com. We have lots of good information on that site and a lot of free winners, just like you heard on the podcast. And we'll be doing reviews as we go forward. There's lots of things going on in the sports betting world. A lot of states are opening up. Of course, we're dealing with the COVID, and we have some political issues going on, as you saw yesterday. I'm sure everybody saw what happened in Washington. So we hope things will settle down and we'll get our country back in shape and go forward with a little bit more peace and cooperation from both sides of the aisle. But anyway, talk to you soon. Thank you.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Introducing Peacock, the new free streaming service from NBC Universal. It's hit movies, current shows, live sports, trending bits, and timeless hits. And that's why you can't not watch. Peacock. Watch for free. Upgrade for more. Stream now at peacocktv.com. Law & Order SVU streaming now.